Welcome to another Lucid Classroom Tips and Tricks. In this video, we're going to walk through how to digitize your worksheets you are already using with Lucidchart. There are several benefits to having a digital version of your favorite worksheets. First off, it gives everyone access to your instructional activities even if they were sick or life got in the way. With student work saved in Lucid, teachers don't need to carry piles of papers home each night. All they need is their computer and they're good to go. And lastly, students can no longer blame the dog for eating their homework, since to their dismay, their dog cannot eat the cloud. Today, we're going to take a look at how to add and lock text boxes onto your worksheets, how you can extend your worksheets by adding a graphic organizer activity, how you can transform your worksheets to be even more interactive and engaging for students, and finally, we will review a few ways that you can send these activities out to your students. First, how can you get your worksheets into Lucidchart? Easy peasy. Open a new Lucidchart document. Make sure to set the page settings to portrait or landscape based on the format of the worksheet you're adding, and then simply click and drag the worksheet image or PDF file onto the canvas and resize it. The canvas is infinite, so for multiple pages, click and drag the second image file below the first, and so on. Now that your worksheet is in Lucidchart, all you need to do is drag out text boxes or shapes to create areas for students to respond. Once you have customized your text box or shape with the correct font and size, there are two ways to make this process even faster. You can use the standard copy and paste shortcuts, Command-C and Command-V on a Mac, and Control-C and Control-V on a PC to quickly get properly formatted response boxes quickly. But even better than that, if you hold down Option on a Mac or Alt on a PC and drag out from any item, it will automatically create a duplicate for you to use. When you are done placing the text boxes or shapes, the last step is to lock down your worksheet to keep students from accidentally moving things and focusing them on the content rather than playing with the fonts and colors. Click and drag to highlight everything on the canvas. Click on the lock button in your toolbar, and then lock by size and position and style. This allows students to change the content but not get distracted with formatting. Now let's take a look at how you can extend the learning experience for students by adding a graphic organizer. Here you can see the teacher added a compare and contrast activity into Lucidchart. The students read the text and answer multiple choice questions. The teacher wanted to add an additional activity, so they searched Lucid's library of templates and added a compare and contrast Venn diagram to the activity. You can access these templates by clicking on the blue Shapes button on the side panel and clicking on the Templates tab. Don't forget to customize and lock down your graphic organizer before sending it out to students. For this activity, the teacher wanted to give the students a more interactive experience for a worksheet they have used for years and years. Instead of having students draw lines to match letters to sounds, they wanted students to drag and drop the letters to the pictures. To do this, the teacher used the sticky notes to create each of the letters and clicked on the magnifying glass to search for and drag out matching images. Now students can drag their letter to the correct picture. You can add a box for them to place their letter, or you can have them just drag their letter out to match with the picture. Don't forget your handy-dandy lock feature to lock down the items you don't want students to move. Last but not least, there are a couple ways you can share this out to your students. The best way is to use your learning management system. Check out our integrations playlist on Lucid for Education's YouTube channel to learn more about each of these options. If you don't have access to an LMS, you can share a view-only link to your students and they can duplicate the template you send out. Now you know how to quickly digitize, extend, and transform your worksheets using Lucidchart.